some other way. So it's like the fact that you are where you are meant somebody, your mother and your father, was comfortable enough to where they were to be what they were, to enjoy life the way they enjoyed it enough to make you, which is almost legendary when you think about where we come from. When you think about like the fact that like the beginning of the world, like these caves, right? Like they were having sex on dirt. Like there was just a craving. Like even though like now to this day you're not gonna bring some girl down to an alley and bust her down because she's probably not too comfortable with that. Probably get her a hotel room maybe. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. Like they was real mad. They was mad comfortable. Like without blankets, fucking until we evolved. We got accustomed. And so just being here in 2024 is legendary. Like you don't have to be the top content creator. You don't have to be the next iconic Beyonce or Jay-Z. You don't have to be Diddy. You could be you and still be legendary just in your existence. Just knowing that you exist, doing the things you're doing, where you're at, how you're doing it. That is legendary. And I think you may think that that's trivial to say that, but if you want more, you have to be like that in a way. Because people always say when you want, that is sending a universe the belief that you lack, that you don't have it. And so if you don't have it, and you're not living abundantly, and so you're not going to attract it. So I really do think that you have to be happy where you're at to get more. And I think people seldom say that, or they do say that, but they're not telling you just to be happy where you're at, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They always want you to be wanting more. They want you to be wanting more so much that you block your blessings. So that's why you really just have to be legendary in yourself and in your own right, in your own nature, because that's how you get what you want. And it might not happen for everybody, but then everybody has to really take a deep look and a hard look at their true nature and their authenticity. Like show up as you, with all your cracks and with all your scars and with all your tatteredness, and show up broken if you're broken, because it might take another broken person to heal you. You don't know, because we're so legendary that everyone has a design, like everyone is their own like individual key, and we're trying to unlock these destinies, but we try to fit what we think the key would be to unlock the door, when you are the key. Be your natural born self. Even if people may think that that's flawed, or you're not individual, you're not original, regardless if you think about it, we're all followers and we're all leaders. Because you can't be a leader unless you're a follower. It's just like almost like pimping and hoeing. You can't be a hoe until you a pimp. You can't be a pimp until you a hoe. That's really like what it is. Like you got to know. It's like you can't teach something you don't know. You can't lead somewhere you like. How are you leading this and you don't even know where we're going? You're following your intuition in a sense. So we're all followers and we're all leaders. I feel like when we focus too much on like this person is like this and this person's like that, we're already losing ourselves. You shouldn't give a fuck about what a person is. And I have that same problem, like especially like, okay, I make music. I'm in the music industry. No, I'm not, because the music industry is flawed. However, I make music, and when I see I make music by myself, like no engineers, no producer. I get the beats, I flow on them. I just got that much energy, and I got that much shit in my heart. I feel like I've been here before. Spirit realm tapped in. However, I know that when I hear some of these songs, I just be like, the fuck was this? The fuck was that? The fuck was this? This shit's trash. All the music that I made, this shit is getting famous. These bitches is like, fame isn't what I want. And I'm already knowing that if I became someone in the music industry would hate me, because I would be just ripping the shit apart. I would be pushing something that I think really needs to be pushed that I know they would not agree to. Like, whoa. Hold up. You was trying to make us go backwards. But really, going backwards is going backwards really like emotionally tapping into your energy. The energy, music is energy. And I feel like we're like watering down, not even, that's so cliche to say watering down, we're fucking manipulating energy to make it be what we want it to be when it's really not that. Like, for instance, we don't really want to hear about that sucking dick and all that fucking shit, but somebody's gonna listen to it, somebody's gonna think it's cool, and we're gonna follow the mass. But that's us leading our lives. Like, we're leading our life. We like that music, we like that person influenced us. And so that's when I say God is the maker, the influencer, and the creator. It's he created us and he is us, and then he gives us these desires, these wants, and our fleshly selves tries to manipulate the desire or the want and why we want it and how we think we're going to attain it, when really you being you is the reason why you got the desire in your head in the first place. The reason why I want to be making music is because I can make music the way that I am. I don't need to get fake boobs. I don't need to show my ass. I don't need to, but don't get me wrong, like, I have done these things. I don't need to. There's so many songs that I make that are just straight emotional based. Like, there's no pushing the agenda on anyone for music. It's literally what resonates. And when I hear the music, the beat, the energy evolves to something. It literally, I just hear the words. And sometimes it's not going to be a go every time. Sometimes I have so much on my mind that sometimes I need to just, and I do like a gang of takes. What I call that is getting your stupid words out. So I got to get my stupid words out half the time, and then I just go. And then that's that real embodying of, that's me embodying real energy on this beat. And maybe that comes from whoever made the beat, what they're feeling, and how I resonate really well with them. But I like to think that I resonate very well with certain energies on certain songs and certain beats. Like the bass, I like super resonate with bass. I love heavy bass. I love like the wind instruments, just any real exotic feeling beat gets my mind anyways, back to what I was like. So I really feel like everyone in their own nature, and that's something that I really would push, is a legend. Everyone, and although we don't have the resources to put stars on Hollywood Boulevard for us all, know that you're a star to somebody. And really, I want to touch on another topic. That's one of the reasons why I think that every single human being on this planet should make a YouTube channel. Why? Because you are someone special to someone. Maybe you think you're not, but I promise somebody would be affected if you left, if you just disappeared, if you were no longer here. And by having that YouTube channel and by just sitting and talking to the camera, it gives that person a channel of you. And in all actuality, we're all channeling energy. However, imagine having the person that you wish you had but you don't have. Imagine you had their channel and you could just watch unlimited videos or however many videos they had and feel close to them. Put them on a playlist. You would feel like you could get through. You wouldn't feel so hopeless. You would have more faith in life, as far as the embodiment of where we go, because we're spirit first, and so that spirit of the person never leaves. And that's why memories and moments are so powerful to us as human beings, because while we're alive we can have those memories. We can memorize, we can remember, we can remember exactly what that person meant, and the feelings come to us. It's like you get a good feeling in your stomach. Now imagine seeing them physically, and although some people can handle it and some people can't, I really do feel like it outweighs the latter is definitely way more felt. I think that a lot more people would find more solace and more peace in having their long-lived loved ones channels to just continue to watch their legacy, their memory, because everyone, like I said, is a legend, and everyone has a legacy that they leave behind. And I feel like if everyone had a YouTube channel, there would be a lot more peace, because people would cope in a different way. I think a lot of people would find I think a lot of people would find more peace in life, in death, in just themselves, honestly. And so life has taught me that. Life has taught me that we are all fragments of God. God is the creator, the maker, the influencer, and everything that and I just really do think it just depends on how pure your nature is, how pure you are, as far as how, because growing up really does have an impact on you virtually up until you die. So like your childhood really can fragment you and really make you somebody you're not, make you think in ways that you're not, make you think in ways you wouldn't necessarily think in had you had been in a good environment or a better childhood. So I really do want to point out that right now, kids, if you have kids, they're the hallmark right now. They are the backbone of everything that we have. Everything that you're working hard for is ultimately your kids. Like, it's the kids that we need to be more, because at a time you were a kid and you know how either easy or hard things were for you, and how no one had that voice for you, or no one did that extra care for you, and you lacked that. And maybe you don't do that for your kids because you lacked it, so you don't know how. Or maybe you strive so hard to do it for your kids because you lacked it, you know what it feels like. However, I really do think it takes us to really be involved, really to not worry so much about our beliefs necessarily, more than we worry about how we influence them. Because our beliefs are our beliefs, but to put our beliefs on our kids ultimately can almost hinder them in a way, because this world is evolving, is adapting so fast in a way that is so new to older generations. And I'm not saying that to say that the older people don't know what they're talking about. I'm saying it more so along the lines like, you have to evolve with the time. Like, you can't just think that what you know is the best way to guide your kids. And I feel like, because if everybody that was an adult had a good childhood, then they would know how to raise kids in a respectful way. However, that's not the case. So it's a cycle, and the only way to break the cycle is to be cognizant of what you think you lacked and why you are the way you are. It takes some introspection, especially for the people who have kids. It takes being able to admit, like, you're fucked up as a parent or as a person, regardless. And if you think you're perfect, hey, kids don't ask to be here. Kids are a product of our selfish acts or vain or lustful acts. And so in essence, they don't deserve some of the slack that comes with, because, you know, the bottom line, it is still like a life. However, a lot of lives are created off simple moments that are just fleeting, that now last forever. So treat it as such. That moment was just a moment. Treat that moment like a moment. Don't be laying down with somebody you know you can't have kids with, that you know you couldn't raise a child with in an adaptable and functional and effective and successful way. Like, don't do that for your own selfishness. Like, it's almost, anyways, needless to say, you can't beat the dead horse. So I feel like taking that extra step to make sure that you do your part in making sure you give your kids all the things you either wish you had or all the things that you had, so that they can be successful and live to the best of their abilities. Because ultimately, they don't know nothing until they're taught it. Like, you can stifle your child all you want because you're so busy because you're working, or you can stifle your child because you're so wrapped up in you, or you just, it takes us to accept where we're at, accept that the best that we could do is to be better. And it takes right now in this moment. It's not all going to change overnight, but you have to stay cognizant of it. You have to stay thinking about it, like thinking about how you can be better, and not wanting to be better because they're better, but just being better so that you can take part in being the creator, the maker, and the influencer. Create the life that you want to live by accepting the life that you have. And I'm telling you, as a testament of it, that it will change. Be better, because you make the environment easier to be in, to be a part of, and it ultimately shapes your tribe, which ultimately are the people that you're influencing. Be better so that the people that you're influencing have an example that they can follow, that they can ultimately eventually lead their own tribe. In all actuality, God put us here to show us that, and I think that's what life taught me. At exactly 17 on the timer, I'm gonna stop the message there. So yeah, that's what life has taught me. I really don't like coming on here doing all this because I feel like I could talk forever, and then, like, you know, I know people be like, who the fuck are you and what the fuck do you know, nigga? I'm just playing. We gonna be like that, and if they do, I don't care. I'm just playing. Not playing about that, playing about how I said it. Okay. Good night, love you guys, and try to do better. We all can try to do better. We all are trying to do better. So like this, subscribe, comment if you like. You already know. And good night. And no, I didn't like that one, so let me try the machine one. You already know what I say. It go. Got my words spitting in the mic. I hope you keep getting it right. I hope you know that it's good night and I love you. And that's the tribe. That's triple, nigga. Nah, that's the T ripples. No, okay, I didn't like that one either. Okay, let me see. Let me get a beat when I'm playing. Anyways. Good night. Love, and it keeps on loving. If I kiss y'all one more time, I'm gonna be mad. But it's like I don't even want to go. Like, I don't even want to leave. It's like I just like talking. I get to keep talking. No, but you know what? To keep this going, yeah. Look, almost forgot. Which leads me to my next topic. So for the next video, I'm gonna touch on if you got everything that you wanted materially, rephrase it. If you got everything that you think that you wanted materially, but when you realized it cost you more than you were willing to pay, would you give it all up? So this is kind of like saying you went impulse shopping, and I've done this all the time, and I just want to know what people do because I've done this all the time. You go impulse shopping, right? And you, I don't know, say you go to Walmart, you wanted to spend $200. That's all you wanted to spend. But when you got there, you see my eyes how I did that. But when you got there, you was like, oh, I like this, I want this. You started going up. So then, my bad, y'all. So then the total comes out to $500. So, are you the type of person who, oh, that's too much, I calculated wrong? Or are you the person that's shopping and making sure you don't spend over? Or are you the person who buys it, says you got the money, you pay for it, you wanted it, and then now that you're thinking about it, even though all those things that you wanted them at that moment, but now that you've spent $500, are you going to return it? Or what are you going to do? That is the topic. And I'm going to tell you what you should do. What you should do to not feel like you're giving away or you spent more than you wanted to, or like that you're missing out. I want to just tell y'all right now because, like, I feel like it was so long and drawn out. Like, it was so long and drawn out, and you did all that. You might as well just tell me now. But that's for the next episode. Comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, 2:55 on the clock. 20:55. Nah, 21 on 2. I'm really into numerology, and I don't want to end it until I have the number. I'm gonna end it at 22. Because you know my birthday's October 22nd. You dig. Your girl will be 30. It's ugly, but it's cute at the same damn time. So, yes. At 21:21.